Hi, welcome to Core. My name is Kat Thomas and today is a Core Quickie. So we're going to talk about this guy. Yes, your shoulder joint, something that we use quite often, if not all the time. It is the most mobile joint in the human body. So then why does it always feel like the world is just resting on your shoulders? Maybe you're doing this. Maybe you're doing this. So I'm just going to talk very quickly about how to alleviate some of that shoulder pain, especially when you're going through your strength training and yoga poses. So our shoulder joint, or glenohumeral, is this ball and socket here. It's actually the joint that is connected by our scapula or shoulder blades. I call them our wings sometimes, and the humerus. So our humerus is this long forearm bone that connects from the shoulder joint to the elbow. So if you imagine that your shoulder joint is kind of like a big ball resting on the point of a little cone, that is what's happening here. And a lot of times through repetitive motions, whether it's golf, doing plank poses like I like to do, swinging a bat, or whatever it is that you're doing, it becomes worn down. You can get tears in there and all these wonderful things that make you go ouch. So what are some things that we can do in at least strength training and yoga that we can alleviate that? We're going to show you how. Okay, so a few things that we can do to really give the shoulders a lot more love and make sure that you're not having to take vacations from your practices, at least not the extended ones that you're not hoping for. A few things first. So when you are in your poses, anything where you're resting and being supported by your hands and your wrists, really pushing up off of that, you want to make sure you understand the process of retract versus protract. So protract, you're protruding the latissimus dorsi, your shoulder blades are spreading out across, and that muscle, the latissimus dorsi, is spreading across the back. This really releases some of the tension there. And this is retract. As you can see, my shoulder blades, my scapula are trying to kiss almost in the back here. So whenever you're in, say, your plank poses or your downward facing dog, make sure that you're really trying to protract, and I'll show you that in just a moment. A few other simple ways that you can give your shoulders a little bit of a stretch and really increase the length of the muscles there, because sometimes they get shortened. If you were to start your formation into, say, warrior two, so your back foot is going to be facing 90 degrees, your front foot facing forward towards the opposite wall. Now you don't even have to lunge forward. You can just hold this position, spread the arms out, and just start rotating internally and externally. Really simple, right? You're just giving yourself a little length. You're spreading the chest open and really bringing the scapula back together, giving a little more motion and strengthening things there. And you can just switch it out and move to the other side. You don't even have to give yourself that extra lunge if you don't want to. Another great way to really strengthen and make sure that your positioning is good, you don't need a yoga block. They're easy because, well, they're easy to use. But if you have a book, go ahead and grab that. And you want to place that prop down between your hands. So your hands flat on the mat, fingertips are spread, and you want to place the block in between where the thumbs are. Then we're going to drop down to our forearms, reach the gaze forward, draw the navel in, and extend one leg out at a time. Keep the core engaged and hold here. And this is going to strengthen without giving any extra tension and pressure. So when you're in this position, just try and practice, remember, and muscle memory will help guide you when you're going into other positions, say your dolphin pose. Your hands are stretched out, they're shoulders distance apart, and you can always come back down into your low plank here. So just little tricks that you can do. If you want to push that block away, lift your hands up, lift the arms up, and come into your downward facing dog. It's the same positioning of the hands. And again, remember, you're gonna push off from the hands. Immediately that's protracting, spreading those wings across the body. Other things to make sure of, say your Chaturanga poses. I do have a separate video showing you how to come in and out of Chaturanga, but you can always remember, you want to come forward and just come down to where your chest is going to hit the block. So your arms are about 90 degrees and you're not going to drop down any lower. You're just going to add more stress and strain to your neck and shoulders. So just a few little things. Really, it's about taking a moment, living through that breath, that slight pause between the inhalation and the exhalation, making sure that you're aligned, and also taking a breather here and there. Maybe not going through your vinyasas consistently over and over and over and over again. Give your body, your mind, your breath a little bit of a break sometimes from those repetitions. Just like if you're a golfer, a ball player, or anything like that where you're consistently doing that. So, my name's Kat Thomas. Here's your core quickie on shoulder love. No need to feel the weight of the world on there. Namaste.